Great, that's everything we need. You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season. But if you're ready to go, hit Advance to head to Team HQ, and we can start our push to the top of Formula 1.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are Schumacher, Tsunoda and Robert Schwartzman. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the feature race tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. Welcome to Sakir and the Bahrain International Circuit, where the grid is forming up ready for today's race. Plenty of opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit for these young F2 drivers to show what they can do. The best passing opportunity right up there at turn 1, and we should see plenty of action there. But there's another not long after at turn 4. There are 9 right-handers, 6 left-handers, and the possibility that we could see some flat spots at the tightest of those left-handers. That's turn 10. Davide, you're a 3-time winner around here in 1 week, I believe, back in 2012. How on earth do you make the tyres last around this racetrack? They degrade so quickly.
To be honest, the key to the race is having a good start so you can get your car into a good position. Then save the tyres as much as you can and push just at the end.
Here are the starting positions for today's race. Mick Schumacher lines up on pole position, with Yuki Tsunoda alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Schwartzman, Ticktum, Marcus Armstrong and Sato, Dragovic, Ilott, Alesi, Guan Yu Zhou, Matsushita, Piquet, Artem Markelov and 8-Kit, Daruvala, Lundgaard, Galeo and Nikita Mazepin, Nissany, Samaya, Delatraz. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Nice work, that brings you up a place. Gap to teammate behind is 3.6 seconds. That's P14. You're in P14. Okay, good work. Great pass. We've been awarded a time penalty. We'll go against our finishing time at the end of the race. P12, we have P12. PK's just ahead. Push hard. Less than a second separate you. They're on old hards. Joe is behind you. The gap is less than a second. They're on old hards. Our gap to first place is 8.6 seconds. This is your final lap of the race. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Well, what a drive that was to take the win for Prema today. And Davide Valsecchi, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
The difference was in the strategy. Credit to the driver for sure, but races like this really drive home how much of a team sport this is. They did a lot of work on the pit wall to really make the most of each stint and to make the best use of these tires. But that said, all of that would have been for nothing without a talented hand on the wheel.
As we look back on a thrilling race here today, we can now see the drivers take their places on the podium. It's a familiar sight by now, as it's another successful F2 win for Prema. After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Mick Schumacher, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
There was a lot of going on down the field. There's no question for me. They were the best.
On to the teams then. Prema moved to the top of the table. After all this drama, you would be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
Several drivers have won the Bahrain Grand Prix here over 2 consecutive seasons. Felipe Massa
We're back. For the second race, we've reversed the top 8 from yesterday, and everyone here is getting ready for what's shaping up to be a thrilling conclusion to the weekend. As we await the start of another hugely anticipated Formula 2 race, I'm joined again by Davide Valsecchi. Davide, as a former GP2 champion, can we get some insight to what is running through these young drivers' heads as they sit out on the grid?
Ciao Alex, it's a pleasure to be here. There are nervy moments, there is no doubts about that. Mental strength is the key to remaining calm and focusing on the upcoming race. Formula 2 is so competitive, and all of these drivers knows that they are going to be pushing each other all of the way. In this sport, you have to be able to control your nerves.
Okay, you're in the top 10. Okay, here's who we're really fighting today. Schumacher and Matsushita. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Nice move. Good job. You're sat in P8. Sato just ahead. Push hard. Less than a second separate you. They're on old mediums. Ilott is behind you. They're on old mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 4.3 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 4 laps remaining. leading our teammate by 9.6 seconds. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. We're in P4. Armstrong just ahead. Push hard. The gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. A Lacey behind. Less than a second separate you. They're on old mediums. The distance to the leader is 1.6 seconds. This is your final lap. Final lap of the race. Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
A hard-fought win today then, after a very difficult race. So, Davide, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
It was down to one thing: consistent pace over everyone else out there on the track. We could spend a great deal of time talking about race and tire strategy, what has occurred on the track, but at the end of the day, the difference here was down to simply being faster on track than everyone else. Amazing skill on show.
And look at that, they're making their way out onto the podium now. Great race from the MP Motorsport team, and I'm very happy to see them up there on the top step of the podium. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It was not the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
And now a look at the team standings. Prema moved to the top of the table. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling installment when Formula 2 returns.